Good morning. Today I want to talk to you about the McGuffeys Revised Speller. This is the spelling book that we started using last year. We did our first half of our year with this. Then we went to Splendid Spelling for the second half for two of my children. My oldest was using Christian Light, so her spelling was included. But we intend to go back to this year and work through it some more. I just wanted to share with you why we use it, what we like about, this particular book, and to just kind of get the ball rolling with my YouTube channel. I'm obviously not very experienced at making videos since I've started over so many times, but I want to share the information, that I have, my experience, my opinion on the homeschool books, and calling my channel Vintage Homeschooling. We use a lot of vintage books, not all, but I do want to share this one. So this video is going to show you a little bit about this book in particular and some worksheets that I have created to go with this. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video and, continue to watch if I make more. Here is the McGuffeys Eclectic Spelling Book. This is the revised edition. I just stuck this little sticky note in here where I divided up all the number of lessons between 1st through 8th grades. And it, gives you about 31 lessons or so for a year, which is about one per week. We have the opening page, preface. This discusses the English alphabet. Some more things of how to pronounce, I think. The consonants and just different things about letters. And you have your script and the other font. Pictorial alphabet. So this, if your child doesn't know the alphabet, you could start here and work on these pages until they learn them. There's no time frame, for when they need to know. You don't have to do it all in a week is what I'm saying. And we also have, our digits down here, numbers. Then we have our first lesson. The first lesson is short sounds of vowels, and it has the diacritical marks. This is why I find it easier to use, because that is how my children learn to read. We use the Christian Light Education Learning to Read program, and they taught them using diacritical marks. I was a public school attendee all my life, so I did not learn to read that way. But in teaching my children, it made so much sense, and they learned very easily, very quickly, picked up on, the way all the sounds and things work together, especially when they had the diacritical marks to go by. So I'm going to put it a little closer, and sorry about that. You can see, some of the words. And this is the first lesson. We obviously would not do every one of these for our spelling test or, going over on our worksheets. Okay, as I was saying, I will normally take a pencil and put a check mark by the words I want to be our spelling words for the week. This year I have decided that we will probably read over each word and see if, there's any trouble ones or anything like that, maybe before I pick all the actual spelling words. And then we'll take them and write them down. I'll show you my worksheets in just a few minutes that I have created and, show you what we do with that. But then, the lessons continually advance. So I have a sticky note. We started 2nd grade with lesson 31. I think it was, or it might have been 32. And we just used, a few of these. For some reason, I don't have check marks on these. I'm not sure why. But anyway, you can see all the different things that are taught. And this tells you what is the main point of the words in the lesson. So we also get over here, let's see, this was 4th grade. This is what I used for 4th grade. Okay, and you can see here I did the check marks by the words that I wanted to be wrote down and to study. And then this lesson, I told all words. So they are, you know, words that are sound the same, pronounce the same, but have a different spelling and a different meaning. So we just, you know, through the whole book. And then this was for 7th grade last year. And you can see how the words have advanced throughout the lessons. I will continue to use this book. My oldest will be in 8th grade this year. And so by the end, she will be doing these lessons. And that is what we intend to use for spelling. Sorry about the glare. I have plastic covers over my books to help protect them from little hands that get dirty and such. But anyway, this is the revised McGuffeys spelling book. And this is what we intend to use. We had started last year, like I said, took a little break. We were going back to this book. And I use this for all 3 of my children. The vintage books have so much to offer to our children, you know, if we go back and look through them and read them. Also, they're non-consumable. We don't have to throw this away at the end of each year and repurchase it. So I use this for all 3 of my older children, and my 3-year-old. I'm going to be teaching letters and stuff this year. I will probably start with some of these pages. These pages are also similar to what's in the readers, so we'll be doing both. But it can be used for all your children, and it's a great tool. It's not very expensive. I think I purchased this on eBay, and I want to say around $7 maybe for this. So great investment. Even if you decide not to use it, it's still worth looking at. Also, this particular version is available in the public domain for free to download. So you can check that out before you decide to purchase it. So give me just a minute. I'm going to reposition the camera and show you some of the spelling sheets that I created to go with this. Okay, so I wanted to show you the pages that I created to go with the McGuffeys spelling book. This is my original. I have revised these, but I did want to just show them. The revised ones will be the ones that I will put in my Etsy shop and what we will be using this year. But I put a few instructions, you know, write words 2 times each, study and discuss the pattern, pick 3 words to define using the dictionary. This is like 21 words, and you write them twice. And it just got to be a little much and a lot going on when you have more than one child, especially to help with spelling during the day. So I have definitely revised that, but I will show you the other ones. So the next day we would do, he would pick 6 words and write 6 sentences and draw a picture. I have children, 2 of my children anyway, that absolutely love to draw, so I try to include that in my pages. And then we had a syllables worksheet. And y'all, some of these may not be right. I, probably did not check every one of them every time. So just overlook that. We're just looking at the sheet that, he would pick 10 words and try to break them down into syllables. And we would discuss that at times and things. And then our last day, our 4th day, we would do the test. He missed 2 words on this test. So I wrote 1 and 2, 1 and 2. He rewrote them for extra practice. Okay, those are my old sheets. That's what we done this past year until we went to Splendid Spelling for the second half. These, let me get my computer. I'm going to show you the new sheets that I have done and that I will be using for this school year, Lord's willing. So, hope you can see this pretty good. This is our day 1 page. Still have my cute little books, going on there. But I condensed it to 15 words, 2 times each. Pick 3 words and write 3 sentences with them at the bottom. Simple, easy, going into day 1. Like I said, I will be going over the words in the lessons with them, and then we will pick out the 15 words that I think they definitely need to know or need more practice with spelling, things of that nature. You can use these pages as many times as you want. There's, you don't have to just do 15 words from a lesson and then go to the next lesson. You can do all the words and just break it up into these smaller batches. So either way, I'm not sure exactly what we will do on that, but that's our day 1. I decided that day 2 would be syllables, so that we could practice working on that, getting the dictionary out if we need to, and going over each thing like that. And we would pick 10 words, break them into syllables, and then I had, read words aloud for pronunciation practice. I want them to know how to pronounce the words correctly. Things like that is just simple things that we'll be doing using that spelling book. Our third day is writing sentences. So you saw that with the other page where he picked 6 words, and wrote 6 sentences. I basically kept most of that the same. I kind of reformatted, added some numbers, and 2 lines each, for the sentences if he got super creative, or she, whichever one's using this, and made longer sentences. Also a doodle space, because I do like to include those. And then our day 4 is our spelling test. I gave 15 lines for the test. Then, if any words were missed, we have 15 lines over here, and we can rewrite the words that we missed to study. And if I feel like they need to be retested on them, we will do that later on. So this is what I have, for my new spelling sheets. I'm trying to decide if I want to offer these individually, if I want to include them in this little book format. I'm not sure. Probably all together, because it would, make it easier for people if they decide they want them. If not, no big deal. Just sharing what I made for us and what we're planning to use. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share today, was the McGuffeys Revised Speller. Like I said, this is available in the public domain. It's free to download, print. See if you like this, if it's something you may want to use. And if I can figure it out, I will put the link to it in the description box. I'm not sure at all how to do any of that, but I'm going to try, because this, like I said, this is my first video. But I just wanted to end this with a little, I don't know if you can say disclaimer, whatever. First time trying to, upload a video to YouTube and to share, and I love the information that is available out there, but I also realize there's not a lot of information on certain things that I'm interested in. There is some accounts that I follow that I really like. They do share vintage books and things they've used, and all of the books we use are not vintage. They're not antique, anything like that. We do use, some of the mainstream curriculum, depending on what it is. I'm actually waiting on my Knotgrass America the Beautiful to come in the mail today. So we're excited about trying that for this year for part of our history. And you can see in the background, I have rod and staff. There's a lot out there. There's a lot that I find that I get so excited about, that I want to use to help teach my children. And most of the ones that I get extremely excited about are vintage, though. They're something that has been handed down, that has been passed down and proven through time. And I think this is one of them, the speller. But I also love the readers. I hope to do another video at some point on those. Some math books that we're going to try this year. I want to share it with you guys. And, if you think that's something you might want to see, like, subscribe. And if not, thank you for watching this video if you made it this far. And I appreciate the support. Thanks so much. Y'all have a great day.